I did it. I finally got proof that the mods are corrupted in like a lot of ways, and I mean a lot. Okay, first off, what I want to talk about is the restore rulebook. I talked about this in the one deepest cancer right now thing I posted a few days ago, but the rulebook contradicts itself, and the rulebook is heavily aided in the mod's favor, and mods have created and have the power to edit this rulebook, and I have proof of this. Check the screenshot from ArcMade. Yeah, the mods make and edit the rulebook. And here's where it gets stupid. The rulebook has some pretty stupid stuff that not only goes against other rules, also goes against the ban rulebook, which, by the way, the mods are also in charge of making and fixing. And then check this garbage out. Rule AX, restore cheesing. Cheesing a restore results in a perma ban. That sounds super far-fetched, considering you don't get banned for posting SFW in the server, because the first time you do one, but you make a restore to get your character back, which is invalid, and the mod falls for it. It's your fault, and use access to the game and the Discord server, which is just unreal. The mods are super strict about live restores, and ArcMage himself has tried to do something about it 8 months ago. Nothing's changed. So this is a suggestion channel, I believe, but it's yet to be changed, and even though Arch is in charge, kind of. We'll talk about that a bit later after the rulebook issue. Another thing is how Rule AIX states that the player that got a restore and they got denied believes that the ticket is restorable. They're allowed to make one more ticket to ask for a different mod. However, Rule A2 says the player cannot get a restore for the same evidence they used to acquire a restore. So if it's restorable, they can make another ticket, but they aren't allowed to use the same evidence. That sounds really dumb. Another thing is the new rule added by the mod because he crashed to this issue and got upset about it. That was added December 21st. That says signs of crashing, freezing, static ping, etc. It's basically restorable under the rest of section B4. However, F2 states that hardware issues are not restorable. I believe that freezing is a hardware issue, but it doesn't really clearly state that freezing falls into the category of hardware issues, so it might not be a hardware issue. But the mods do not care. My Flyblood thing I made about my restore, yeah, it got denied because the mod said freezing isn't restorable, and you can see he posted F2 for proof, so clearly freezing is a hardware issue, so the mods counteract their own rules into live restores and ban rules. This is not the only thing that counteracts the rules, by the way. Ban rulebook 1.5. A player will be warned and then banned for spamming or pinging mods, and it says this that this includes restore tickets as well. You can't ping mods and restore tickets. However, section A7 says that if you purchase something that took your Robux and not go through the game, you can ping a senior moderator and they can help you. You can't ping mods though. You have to ping a mod. But you can't ping a mod though. But you have to ping a mod. It doesn't make sense. Okay, the next one's kind of a rough topic. It's about the mods in the Deepwoken community. I'm personally, I'm gonna leave the middle part out, but if you want some explanation on that, I have a video in the description about a large majority of the prior deep mods doing that. But what I'll talk about here is Dan VR. Now I know he's kind of going through his break right now, and I don't want to put too much on him, but he did tell me that I can use this.
I'm collecting proof of mods being corrupt. Is it okay if I publicly talk about your issue with your CC role? Yeah, go for it.
I've yet to get full proof of this, but I have him saying that I can do this. I was in a stream a while ago when he said this, and it wasn't on camera, but I didn't clip it. It was on stream. I'll try to repeat everything I said to the best of my ability. So Dan VR basically got banned off of the Deepwoken Discord server for posting one picture of with the guy on the PC, and he said something. I have a picture of a close one, not an exact one. It was pretty close. I don't really know the words though. And keep in mind, he had gotten this picture from Player General. This was not his own that he made. But basically, he got banned for it. And apparently, he had 3 other warnings, and he has to see all 3, but was only ever shown 2 other warnings. So Dan got banned off the server, and this was a very personalized attack. And he proved this by having about a dozen of his friends post the same thing throughout the day, and I believe 1 or 2 of them got warned, and none got banned, and the rest of them just got left alone. Dan later appealed this ban, and he was denied, and Arch heard about this, and as a dev, Arch personally appealed the ban, and it was kind of like a get out of jail free card. Now the head mods And in line with how the mod team works, all the mods and junior mods saw him as someone that did not deserve to be in the Discord Deepwoken server. Also, funny side thing I figured out, Order TM's Deepwoken description is, "I'm not a dev, don't ping me about game issues or server problems. However, it is literally the moderator's job to keep the server in check, no matter what the issue is, as long as it's not related to the actual game." Anyways, head mods had confirmed to refuse Dan VR's content creator role back because basically they saw Dan as someone that did not deserve to be in the server, and even less deserved permissions to promote his own content in the server. The main problem Dan has with this is that you need to be a content creator to be in the Conquest YouTube eternity, whenever that'll drop. And as things are going right now, Dan is not getting his CC role, so he might not be in the Conquest tournament whenever that comes out. So after Dan got appealed by R-Tier, he reapplied for a CC role. He actually got accepted by a mod that didn't know about the whole drama with him. Then Dan got it taken away by Horror, and then he chewed out the mod for giving him that role. So now Dan has no CC role, and he admitted this over Discord that the mods genuinely hate him. I have a picture of that here. Okay, next thing I have on the list is kind of odd, and I don't know too much about it. I'm not crazy educated on the topic, so I'm going to keep it short. There's the whole super drama that she figured out about a few months ago. Now, let's read the ban rulebook again. The very first rule states that harassment and discrimination for any reason is banned from the server. Allegations against Supa, a very large content creator and a big base of people he admitted to, and yet he was never banned off the server, and is still in it to this day. As well as very other large content creators saying these things to other players such as Valakis, which is kind of hard to prove, but it still happened. And if it's a regular player that said these things, it would have gotten easily banned. I'm not like hating on Valakis, I like him, it's just the mods are biased. If a regular player said the thing, it would be banned. So Supa got kind of ignored by the mods for some reason. But again, I'm not too educated on the topic, and if you're missing something and you have evidence to back up your claims, please just find my Discord and DM me. Okay, last few things I want to talk about. This one wraps back around to the restore rulebook and why it's dumb. So after I got my own evidence, I was just asking around the other servers outside of the Deepwoken Discord server, like the Helmut server, the trading server, Deepwoken Builder, DanVR, Supas, all that. And I just asked them if they have any dirt on the mods and why they suck. And most of the responses I got were just restores that were denied despite them possibly being restorable. I'm saying this here because it wraps back to the thing that I said earlier about Artemis said that he was going to try to make the mods be more lenient about crashing, but I got a lot of denied resource for crashing that by rulebook technically isn't restorable, but it really should be, because after all, the mods can make their own rules and can break them in their own favor, so why can't they break them or change them in our favor? It's like so many mods have denied so many restores for stupid reasons. But anyways, last thing I want to talk about for right now, I'm still collecting evidence the mod is being corrupted, and I'm not done with this. This is also wrapping back to what I said earlier this time about another YouTuber pretty popular, Mr. Seraph. I said his dislike towards the mods, and he's a pretty big influencer. I'm well over 5 and sometimes around 10,000 views per vid. Point is, multiple large people in the community have had problems with the mods. Everyone else has had problems with the mods. And again, if you want information about the mods doing like CP, I do have that posted below, and you can check that out. But isn't something I want to talk about here. Now, what do we do about this? The mod team sucks. Yeah, but so what? Well, replace them. I don't think it's that difficult. I mean, I don't mean all the mods, but the head mods. The head mods keep everything in check with the lower mods, and this could be why they're so strict with life resource. I mean, just in real life, regular job, you see an employee that's super uptight about their work, probably because their boss is strict. And the head mods have been defiant against the little head developer Archmage. So, I don't know, it's just a really odd situation. It's probably ain't gonna get anywhere, but watch know that I'm coming for you, and I'm gonna find out more about everything that's going on.